Hello? Yep. Yeah, I'm just doing it right now. Yeah, don't worry. Of course. Alright, bye. Sorry, everyone. That was a reminder that today is National Telephone Day. Yay! And as we all know, telephones are common, very common. We walk around with them in our pockets. There are still landlines, although not as many as there were a decade ago. But yeah, the popularity of the phone has skyrocketed. Um, Being able to communicate with each other through vast distances with a click of a button, or even just using our own voice to issue commands to our phones. But who invented the telephone? Well, that was Alexander Graham Bell, who was given the patent for it on March 7th of 1876, 4 days actually after his birthday. The very first words that were spoken over the telephone by Graham himself were to his assistant and said, "Hello, Watson. Come in here. I want to see you right away." And yes, the rest of it essentially is history. But those were the first words essentially spoken over the telephone. And of course, the first demonstration of the telephone was in fact on May 10th of that same year at the World's Fair in Philadelphia, where a man essentially walked through the crowd with the speaker as Graham spoke through the other end, and people could hear his voice coming out from the speaker. It was very impressive. Of course, there were a few others at the time working on a similar device, but Graham is the one who got the patent for it first. And we thank him for that. So let us raise a lighter in celebration of that inventive man who gave us the telephone. Because if it wasn't for him, who knows what we might be using today. I mean, like I said, there were other people working on similar inventions, but who knows if they had gotten the patent first, what the evolution of the modern telephone might have looked like. Anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed and that you learned something, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye!